Snake is Mega Man and Raiden is Zero.
Jack, I've been watching how you fight.
Is Zero the bitch of the franchise?
It looks like you've remembered the way you used to kill in the old days. Or is it one of the S3 plan's proud achievements?
What are you talking about?
Here we go.
It came as a complete surprise when Ocelot discovered the S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea, though. Using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin to retire Solid Snake's brother. S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation. It's a development program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake, the perfect warrior. The result is a Foxhound Commando. When Foxhound no longer exists, a simulated Solid Snake shaped by VR measurements. Sound unlike someone you knew to know.
Woo!
I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets. But I've made use of you. And their plan, too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival. It was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to slow down the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy. As bait.
Bait? That's fucked up.
Jack, those days during the Civil War were as real as they
The subtitles are broken.
Every day was absolute. Split between life and death. You ran from it. And now you've been led back to
The subtitles are ahead by like 3 sentences. Was that my fault? That's never happened before. Alright. Frame rate.
No more games, Jack. At least you know. There's no reason to keep you alive now.
Oh, here we go, man. Green, blue, and yellow. I never noticed that either.
But now, you should die as the little Jackie boy I once knew.
Jackie boy. Here we go. How many do you gotta fight on hard mode? It ain't 25. That's for extreme. If I remember right. Fuck their legs up. Go back to the middle. Go back to the middle. Damn slow, rusty. Give me a minute. Woo! Damn, I love this boss fight. Oh shit. Maybe I should use my body armor. One little bitch. Hey, someone keep count. That was one. Move, prick. Damn it. You have to shoot the ankles and then shoot the face. And I'll again activate Windows at the perfect fucking time. Nope. I'm a little worse for wear right now. 2. Woo! Hey, asshole. If any of y'all played Metal Gear Solid VR Missions, this was the room you'd go into to take pictures of Naomi and Mei Ling. Panty shots up skirts. Kind of like a reward. Video games, man. Right. You ready? Man, this guy was meant to be the successor to Metal Gear Rex. This is what's meant to make Rex fear shit. Look at them all in the background, just looking and waiting. See, they all walk away and they die over there. Isn't that cool as shit? There's the broken one. Was that 4? Did I break the 4th one yet? Come on, man. Asshole. Well, that's either 4 or 5. Did I get you in the face? That was an accident, man. A happy one. Get up! Nice. This boss fight. This is probably the best boss fight in the game. I love this fight. I think it's fun as hell. I love how I have to keep my fingers nimble. Okay, that's either 5 or 6. Ah, shit. Laser. Man, you're a smart ass. Again. Come on. Come on. Woo! Okay, 6 or 7. Damn, you got me, you got me. Fair enough. Asshole! Unnecessary! Where's my rations? I got no rations! Oh, that's a shit ton of health you just lost. But I ain't got anything left. This frame rate. The company that remade this game, Bluetooth or whatever their name, Bluepoint, they that was 7 or 8. They used the retail copies because Konami didn't have the masters, so they bought the game out of the store and they remade it themselves from the ground up or something. They like went backwards into it, so that's probably why it still lags and shit throughout the high intensity moments instead of being smooth 60 on a PlayStation 3 because they didn't have the original masters. I don't know. Yeah, that's either 8 or 9. Now I got no health. No, wrong one. Oh! That was close. Keep your eyes on the prize. Oh, that was like 10 then. All right, I could have went another 5 or 6. I feel. Ah, shit. You see, this is why you don't wear the body armor.
To show yourself.
Olga, don't do this. They'll know.
I'll hold them off. Give you time to get away.
What about you? This is suicide.
Your nanomachines, they're transmitting your vital signs to the Patriots. If you die, my child dies. You understand?
The child.
So that's why you sold your troops out to me. So many dead, and they all died trusting you! Weren't they your comrades?
No, not just comrades. Family.
Huh?
I know I'm going to hell, but at least my child.
I applaud your attitude. If you have a death wish, I'll be happy to accommodate you. See you in hell!
Damn. P90.
Live! You have to.
Olga!
I really like Olga, man.
Enjoy the show, Jack. Let's pick up where we left off. What's going on? What's wrong with it? AI. GW, it's out of control. What?
They're gone all Johnny Five.
An abnormal impulse cascade throughout the neural network. I can't shut it down. What happened? Maybe some kind of virus. The Patriots? I don't know. Ocelot, what have you been up to? It's too late. Arsenal's system control is going haywire. It's on an emergency ascent course.
Small heart attack.
Stupid machines.
Oh, fuck him up. Really? Little shitty machine gun like that?
Damn the Patriots.
The Rex killer? But it does backflips.
You still have some use.
I've captured Snake.
Dude. Dude.
Snake?
Bring him in.
Damn. Ooh, look at those eyes. Fuck. That's something you see in your nightmares. Yeah, I'll save it. Whew, that was a great boss fight. You know, all this like last section, I'm gonna save it down here again. This last section with the shootouts and then the boss fights, it's so good, man. I love this shit. The crazy music and cutscenes.
Are you awake yet, Jack? GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you.
Wasn't me, man. It was Emma. I didn't do shit. Hey.
I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
Fuck. This is what I was talking about, man. People say, oh god, I'm dead. Come on, dude. It's so much harder than the first game. Anyone who talks shit about Metal Gear Solid 1. Oh.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
On extreme, it goes zoom. I hear that if you look at Ocelot while it's happening, it slows it down, which I tried and I did it, but I don't know if it was a placebo or not.
Oh, really? It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
Huh?
You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Who talked? Ocelot?
Not exactly. I was the one who used Ocelot to suggest the idea to you in the first place.
What?
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge payload of warheads, and full air, sea, and land support to function efficiently. Against a large attack force without support, Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing Arsenal gear was never the real objective.
What was your objective then?
A list of names of the Patriots! They were planning to extend their control to digital information flow with GW and Arsenal. That means the information they want to filter out is contained in GW, including that list of the highest 12 members of the Patriots Wiseman's Committee.
And once you knew who they were, you would cross out their names one by one, while we, with our useless arsenal, drew their fire.
Very good.
You were using us all along.
Were you any different?
But your plans hit a snag with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
Little bit.
No, there is another way.
Really? But we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway. The purified hydrogen bomb is ready to go.
A nuclear strike won't stop them.
It will damage their power source. The mindless masses that they control. First things first.
Of course. That was what you wanted. I won't stop you. Good luck.
Thanks, but I have quite enough of that. What exactly do you find so funny?
Charades usually are humorous. I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Everything you've done here has been scripted. A little exercise set up by us.
Exercise?
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to produce soldiers on par with Solid Snake. That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project. You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training kernel. An orchestrated recreation of Shadow Moses.
What?
Ocelot, man.
Ames and the President's deaths. The ninja. The computer virus that mimics Fox Die. Did you really think they were all a coincidence? Ames' own nanomachines were used to shut down his pacemaker. I arranged for the appearance of the ninja as well. As for the president, although Johnson realized what was going on, he played out his allotted part. As for the computer virus, it's a digital counterpart of Foxdie. It was also designed to eliminate every scrap of information regarding the Patriots from GW. Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus. Fat Man was a different story. He's one of our own people, a sort of examiner we hired to test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise proper. We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing. If the boy had allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
Given the right situation, the right story, anyone can be shaped into Snake. Even rookies can fight like men of experience. An instant creation of genius. And this training kernel will provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You, Dead Cell, Olga, you're all nothing but pawns placed to create the perfect simulation. Solidus, you and the boy were selected because your relationship resembles the one between Snake and Big Boss. Fortune, you and the rest of Dead Cell stand in for the Foxhound squad that Snake took on in Shadow Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound. We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up against the boy. That story about purified hydrogen bombs is just the tip of the iceberg. The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker, along with your old man 2 years ago. Throwing your husband in the brig was a part of it too. You were told that the eradication of Dead Cell 6 months ago was an act of the Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred. And you opted for vengeance, just as we planned.
All orchestrated?
Except for the appearance of the real Solid Snake. I wonder now who sent for you.
All our misfortune was just a part of their project?
Damn.
How could...
You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't give you.
What?
Ocelot, he knows everything.
Do you know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo. Certainly wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged?
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed. Your Dead Cell comrades loved your father and husband. We needed a pathetic wretch like you to keep them focused. You've been our puppet all along, just like Olga.
No!
You were hamming it up as the tragic heroine, thanks to the script that the Patriots wrote for you. Pure self-indulgence, absorbed in your own misfortune. You couldn't get enough of the drama.
I could have died whenever I wanted to.
Damn, man. I'm in love with this shit.
Thought I got her in the heart.
It missed.
Now Your heart's on the right.
What a weird ass. Even the details.
Waste of metal, my dear, but your luck's run out. This is the little gizmo. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural. Only cutting-edge technology.
Okay, they're explaining that he can't get hit because of the machine on his side. But how is he able to jump 20 feet?
Now that I have enough data, all I have to do is retrieve Arsenal and clean up the refuse from the exercise.
Just try.
Weird.
How's this then?
Damn.
Fortune!
You idiot! Get the hell away from there!
I told you, your luck's run out. Take your reward. It's all the payload Ray has. Die!
That's a little overkill, don't you think? Just go over and kick him.
Everybody down!
What the? Impossible!
Man, this game. Ah, so cool. It's so fucking strange.
She is Lady Luck.
My name is Helena Dolph Jackson, the daughter of a proud and noble soldier. I can see my family again.
I hope so, girl. Damn.
Damn! Try this instead. No! No! No, not now!
He just appeared. He popped in.
Liquid!
I've been waiting for this! It can't be.
What's going on?
I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken.
You were inside Ocelot?
Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy.
It was you 2 years ago?
Exactly. I was controlling him. Snake, it was I that leaked information about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here.
What?
You're the only one that can free me. After all...
Like, how can you keep up with this?
I'm off to bury the Patriots for good.
You know where they are? How?
Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host? But before I go, I have a family matter to settle with both of you. There's room for only one Snake and one big boss. Time to say goodbye!
Damn.
Like surfing, it's a good way to go.
Liquid! Stop this thing!
Hey, Snake! You coming?
That's the only word Raiden has said in 25 minutes. Damn, like, so much happened there, but what the fuck happened, you know? It's crazy. Liquid's alive through an arm, Ocelot's working for the Patriots, Fortune wasn't really powerful or supernatural, but then she was. Did Snake lose the fight to Fortune? What happened with that situation? Did he lose a boss fight? The only person to ever beat Solid Snake? Or was something else going on there? Ocelot's able to pop in and out of the screen wherever he wants and jump 30 feet in the air. See that weird transition? Originally, Arsenal gear was shown smashing through New York, but then 9/11 happened and they thought it'd be in bad taste, so they cut it out. And that's why it's suddenly from the river to this moment. There used to be a whole cutscene of him smashing through the buildings.
Federal Hall.
What are you laughing at?
Do you know what day it is today?
Why everyone keep asking me that?
April 30th?
That's right. George Washington took office as the first president of the United States of America 200 years ago today. And it happened right here. We were going to declare another independence, the dawn of a new nation, here. The end of the Patriots' secret rule, liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
Convenient.
All you want is power at any cost.
Jack, it's not power I want. What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities. The founding principles of this country. Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship. Jack. Listen to me. We're all born with an expiration date. No one lasts forever. Life is nothing but a grace period for turning the best of our genetic material into the next generation. The data of life is transferred from parent to child. That's how it works. But we have no heirs, no legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles. Cloned from our father, with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out. What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch? Proof of our existence, a mark of some sort. When the torch is passed on from parent to child, it extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted as well.
What if I don't have kids someday then, you know?
All I want is to be remembered by other people, by history. The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information. I want my memory, my existence to remain. Unlike an intron of history, I will be remembered as an exon. That will be my legacy, my mark in history. But the Patriots would deny us even that. I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all, and we will become the Sons of Liberty!
I mean, he's a little kooky, but is Solstice really wrong at the end of the day? I'm kind of on his side, man. He has a lot of good shit.
Are you receiving? We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution. We are formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap! If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
All this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
Twitter.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
Right. You seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context?
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you?
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that it would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best. And you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul-searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Leaving behind in an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
The individual is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal. All this you used to struggle with. Now, we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought? Human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for Solid Snake Simulation. What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity.
Damn. Damn.
The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness. S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
The game is more relevant today than it has ever been.
What you experienced was the final test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency. And now, we have our proof.
I already missed MGS1 looking at this. I'm like, oh, let's play it again real quick. Just 10 minutes. Just give me 10 minutes.
Raiden, there are also reasons behind your selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them?
My hair?
It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. You pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to...
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing but look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be seen. In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose you. You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW was still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Emma.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough talk. It's time for the final exercise. Raiden, take Solidus down.
Think again. I'm through doing what I'm told.
Oh, really? Aren't you forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Damn!
It will be a fight to the death.
Solidus at least wants you dead.
We will collect the necessary data from this last fight. Then we'll consider the exercise closed. So, Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation, or you, Solidus's creation? Our beloved monsters, enjoy yourselves.
Fuck, man. I want to team up with all this and fuck everybody up.
Jack.
Fish and mailed.
My son. My clone brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of evil genes. You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history. We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival. By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents.
The fuck? More twists?
I claimed you for my own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil. I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
Why?
Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in the endless loop, your own double helix.
Jack and Rose are named after Titanic.
It's time we were both free.
Damn.
I have other reasons for wanting you dead. The clues to the Patriots inside GW have been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you.
What?
The information is being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex, and throughout the neural network they formed.
John Woo? That ass.
Brace yourself.
Fine. Last boss. This is it. I'm turning that off. How do you fight this guy again? Why did I do that? Hold up. Hold up. I know there's health up here. Where's my... There's no health. Oh, shit. Fine. Damn. Alright. Give me a second. I just need to get warmed up. Not only has it been a while since I actually fought this guy, many years, but we spent the last hour or so fucking watching cutscenes and codec calls, and now I'm on fire.
Let's go.
Oh shit, that ain't gonna save me. Oh yeah, it worked. It worked. I'm sorry. Come on, kick me. What the fuck, man? I was blocking. Are you not able to block anymore? Come on, dude. He has one eye. You got this. Go around his blind side. If I can see his blind side. Okay. Apparently he has no blind side anymore. Yeah, get off my ledge, bitch. Dodge, dodge. Fucking stab that bitch. Woo! Careful. They should have given this guy rollerblades too. Just for the hell of it, you know? It's fun. Asshole. My bad. Okay. That guy's just being a cock at this point. He senses that I need to rest. Do I not got any health? Alright, we got this. Come on. Heal. 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 Just stay away from me for 2 seconds. Just stay away from me. Man, what the fuck kind of hitbox is that? Heal, you prick! Finally! Right, now!
Let's go.
Yeah! Just needed to get a little rest. Wish I had an Actimel. Nice! Back up, back up!
Let's go.
Damn! Woo! Alright. Want to get out of fire?
But this is where it gets interesting.
He kills his parents just to be a dick? Hell yeah, Wellen. Look at that one-eyed having motherfucker. Eye patches are cool though, aren't they? Eye patches are cool.
Let's go.
Who is this? What do you want? What are you calling me? Answer the phone!
Raiden, you have to beat Solidus. This is your last duty.
We're not just pawns in some simulation game, you know.
Yes, you are. We're nothing but mere weapons. No different from fighter jets or tanks.
What the?
The old model destroyed 4 years ago was Rex.
The new amphibious model is Ray.
Both of these are the same as the code names used by the U.S. Armed Forces to refer to Japanese warplanes during World War II.
Your code name, Raiden, too, comes from the Japanese Navy's name for one of its interceptors.
Stop it. I'm not a weapon.
Oh, really? Do you know the code name the U.S. Armed Forces used for the Japanese fighter Raiden?
It was Jack. Both of you are just weapons to be used and thrown away.
Just weapons to be used on the battlefield. Just pawns in a game. Exactly as you said.
And a weapon has no right to think for itself. Now, it's time to fulfill your purpose. Defeat Solidus.
Why bring it up in the middle of the fight though to distract me, man, if you want me to win? Look at that. I hope you're all happy now. Hold on. Hold on. Woo! Nice. Should have kept the arms though, bitch. I can come back from this. I can still win. You just stand still when he's doing that and just keep facing him to block. Eh? Let him go crazy. He's a little far. Out my ass! Okay, don't turn around, alright? Don't turn around. Block it. Heal, 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 heal. Heal! Come on, dude, heal!
Let's go. Over here.
Yeah, I turned off the armor at the last second. I got this, man. The game is beat. Great game. Amazing. Holy shit. Crazy. Oh, I picked up the controller like 3 times today. Oh, I saw this, man. He's in the right. This guy's a hero. He's a dick. He's killed some innocent people. But overall, lesser of two evils, you know? Damn. He fought for freedom, dude. Regardless of what he did to Raiden and other people in the past, in the events of this game, he fought on the side of righteousness. The bad guys won, man. The bad guys won. I ain't happy about it. We lost a really cool guy in Solidus. Fucking Emma died. The real Colonel's off in Hawaii somewhere and we're talking to some asshole AI version. Olga's dead. Shit. The bad guys won. How many games have the bad guys win? You know? How often does that happen? They beat us down. Liberty City.
Who am I, really? No one quite knows who or what they are. The memories you have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point.
How come he didn't shave his beard? When you give him the shaver, he's supposed to shave it.
As absolute reality. Most of what they call real is actually fiction. What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is.
Then, what am I supposed to believe in? What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about having faith. What we had faith in. What we found important enough to fight for. It's not whether you were right or wrong, but how much faith you were willing to have. That decides the future. The Patriots are a kind of ongoing fiction too, come to think of it. Listen, don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can find your own name. And your own future.
Decide for myself?
And whatever you choose will be you.
I don't know if I can.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours. And what you decide to do with them is your choice.
You mean start over?
Yeah, a clean slate, a new name, new memories. Choose your own legacy. It's for you to decide. It's up to you.
Game's fantastic. Snake is awesome.
By the way, what is that?
Dog tags.
Chris Reed, it's me.
Anyone you know?
No, never heard the name before.
Y'all just jealous.
I'll pick my own name and my own life. I'll find something worth passing on. They taught me some good things too.
I know. We've inherited freedom from all those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the word. Even me.
Snake, what about Olga's child?
Don't worry. I'll find him. Count on
Her.
it. As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
Do you know where Liquid went?
I put a transmitter on his ray.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they gave Ocelot a bogus location to begin with. Cheer up. We have a better lead. This contains the list of all the Patriots.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
What?
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriots' identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
I get it. Analyze the code and you can probably find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first. And people you need to talk to.
If you look in the background towards the car a minute ago, you see Vamp standing there looking at Snake and Raiden. Hey, Rose. Man, this game's insane. You know how sometimes people say a TV show or video game or whatever jumped the shark? This is like doing that, but with style, you know? You're like, what the fuck? Alright.
Snake?
What's wrong?
Nothing. Can I ask you something? Who am I, really?
I wouldn't know. But we're going to find out together, aren't we?
Oh. Yeah.
See me for what I am, okay?
I know.
So did Snake and Otacon save Rose there from the Patriots or
Do
something?
you remember this place?
Of course. This is where we first met. I remember now.
Confused.
Today is the day I met you.
That's it.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. The genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry, compassion, sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
Nah. So many funny things you can say that would ruin the mood, but I'm not gonna do it. This game is beautiful. Crazy. Crazy video game. Completely insane. Very relevant. Especially all that talk about the internet. People closing themselves off to their own little corner. And then becoming violent and unreasonable towards anyone with a slightly different point of view. Like, people have gone crazy over the last decade or so, right? It's wild. This was Metal Gear Solid 2. And it's one of the most replayed games I've ever owned. Neil Ross, one of the SEALs is Neil Ross. He's Volgin out of Metal Gear Solid 3. Man, he got an upgrade, didn't he? Shit. From random SEAL to Volgin. He's also Norman Osborn out of the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. But yeah, this was Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. The game that put the PlayStation 2 on the map for many, many people. Came out, fucking confused everyone. The Metal Gear series never reached these sales in numbers again after this game. I think it alienated a couple of people because of it. But it's an amazing title, man. It's unbalanced, you know. Definitely needs its cutscenes cut down. You could say the same thing with half the words they use. I'm talking now because I want to put this on YouTube without it getting all sorts of copyright striked and shit. Yeah, you could cut the cutscenes down, add in a bit more gameplay, a lot more gameplay. Solid Snake fought both Olga and Fortune off camera, and we didn't get to even see it. That should have been something we played, man. We should have played that shit. You know, maybe we play a Snake for a few minutes here and there. Mix it up a little bit. You know, maybe fucking this is the Substance version. Maybe they added that gameplay in. You know? Do something. Capcom would have done it. People shit on Capcom. Capcom for decades have been re-releasing games. This song is beautiful. Look it up. Look it up yourselves on YouTube. But I'm gonna have to talk. Capcom for decades have been re-releasing games with extra content. Damn. I mean, the game probably wouldn't have been as good, but didn't Snake lecture Naomi about how DNA is not really the only representation of a person? Yeah. Snake's like the voice of reason in this game. He's the smart one. Everything is not just DNA, but it does play a huge part of who you are. You know what I mean? Like, you might be very different to who your parents are, very different to what they're like, but at the same time, you're your own person, and your DNA isn't all that you be. You know? MGS1 is about fighting past the limitations that your genetics have set up for you. You have like a standard, and MGS1's all about breaking through that ceiling, because at the end of MGS1 we find out Solid Snake was actually the inferior clone, and he broke through that genetic ceiling when he defeated the superior clone Liquid Snake in a fight, along with kicking Metal Gear Rex's ass and everyone else's. You know, so it's not just how you're born, and you're not just destined from the second you're spit out into the world. You know, you're flopping around on the floor. MGS2 was it Gene, Meme, Scene, and Sense. Those are the teams of the MGS4 games, the 4 numbered ones. I don't know what MGS5 would be, or Peace Walker. But this is all about memes, you know, reality, fiction. They're blending in together. You know? Because he's right. Most of what people see as reality ain't. I mean, this video game is real, but nothing you've seen was real. You know, the music's real, but at the same time it's digitized now, isn't it? She's not singing that live right now. Well, she might be. Phone! Hey, I beat Metal Gear Solid. Stop calling me. Trying to talk over here. Shit. Some 1992 shit. That phone looking old as hell. Hey, so this was Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. One of the best games on the PlayStation 2. But I gotta say, MGS3 is even better. And I can't wait to get to that game. Now, Solid Snake isn't the main character of MGS3. And honestly, I'm not going to talk about the future games, because I like to play my games, even though they're old, I like to play through the games as if the viewer hasn't played them themselves. So I try to avoid some spoilers. But I will say, that was the last time we ever see Solid Snake as Solid Snake. You know what I mean? That was it. That was the last time we ever seen Solid Snake in his, you know, most solid. That's all I'll say. I don't want to go into the details. Everyone knows. But just in case there's someone out there, you know, it's good to watch the playthroughs and forget what comes next and just enjoy the ride. You know what I mean? Anyway, shit. Very memorable game. The tanker. The big shell. The locations within the big shell. The last location. How many games have that? The Metal Gear Solid games always do it, you know? And that's why Kojima's Death Stranding, I have no interest. Zero interest right now. But I can tell you, when I do play it, if it's more like his classic games and less like MGS5 where he tried, you know, much bigger but didn't succeed. If it's more like his classic games, everything from Peace Walker backwards, then Death Stranding is going to be another mind-blowing video game. I'm not talking about the story. I'm talking about gameplay, boss fights, locations, music, you know, enemy AI, silly little shit that goes in between it. Death Stranding is going to be crazy. It's going to be out on the PlayStation 5 too. I'm don't bother waiting.
Life isn't just about passing on your genes. We can leave behind much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy, and sorrow. These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for. We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with. The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet. Earth may not be forever, but we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can. Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, if the planet just went and everything was gone, would it really matter? You know? I guess that's a different topic altogether. Is there a point to anything? You know, who gives a shit?
Snake, you there? It's me. I've finished going over that disc.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but...
But what?
They're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the hell?
I was so pissed off when I beat this game the first time. I was angry. I remember it so clearly. First off, I didn't think the game was anywhere near as good as number one. I think the game's better today than it was in 2001 because the story is a hell of a lot more important and relevant than it has ever been. In 2001, you know, you could see where the world was going and all of that, but it was still very much, you know, a tale. But now it's like, yeah, you know, you're listening to them talk about all this shit, and you're going, yeah, I know what they're talking about. You know, the way the world, you know, just looking at shit that's going down with certain presidents and the investigations and shit that's going down since 2016 and whatnot. You're like, yeah, man, what is real? What can you trust? What can you believe? Who are you really? You know, the game today is so much more relevant than it's ever been. But I remember being so mad. 100 years dead. When's Metal Gear Solid 3? You know, when's MGS 3? I beat this game in 2000 early 2002 when it came out in Europe. MGS 3 was a fucking prequel. I was so pissed off. Prequel. I had to wait till 2008. 7 years, 6 years. Crazy. You have to wait till you missed the stream. You have to wait till YouTube. Just go into the VOD, man. It's right there. Shit. Yeah. I love the Metal Gear Solid series. Solid Snake is my favorite video game character of all time. He is an idol. And as far as fictional characters go, he's probably my favorite fictional character ever. Ever. I don't agree with him on certain things he says, but I admire him. And anyone like him in real life, you know, power to you, man. Power to you. Better person than I am. Yeah, Solid Snake is a big part of me. You know, like he's influenced me in amazing ways and made me very open-minded about certain shit. But no matter how much you try, you'll never have an ass like his. You know? Digital camera? Digital camera? Twice? That was MGS2, Sons of Liberty. If you haven't played the Metal Gear Solid series yourself, I highly advise you to go do it. Has the gameplay held up? Yes and no. It's yes in that it's simple, it's fun. No in that it's clunky, it can be overcomplicated. Not as complicated as a game like Neo. Fuck. But Japanese games, they tend to be like, you know, press all these to do one word, or you know, like you wanna crouch and crawl, you have to press X and then press forward. It's like it might sound simple, and it is for people who play Japanese games. But you know, those Westerners, those Western developers, they be out there with their press square to win video games. I'm not gonna get into that either, but you know what I mean, alright? You know what I mean. Metal Gear Solid 2. Woo! You can move it around with the right analog stick. I'm your host, Chris, K-R-I-S. Love y'all. You're all amazing. Damn, this game. I'll see you for Metal Gear Solid 3. So tune back in for that, and don't forget to follow. Bye.